Hello my YouTube friends. I've had a request from TuneTracks Racing on how did I make a PA announcement on this video, which I'll show you now.
Driver 1, Florence Nightingale, English social reformer and the founder of modernism, Chuska, Dodge Challenger.
Driver 1, Florence Nightingale, English social reformer and Chuska, Dodge Challenger.
So what he would like to know is how do I make that voice sound like it's coming from a PA? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on Sony Vegas, but it'll be very similar if you've got Windows Movie Maker or iMovie. You should have the same audio plugins, because what I'm going to take you through is a few simple steps on how to change the voice. So here we go. So first off, this is the untreated voice.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire? Thank you.
So what I want to do is, first of all, I'm going to use a graphic equalizer, also called EQ. You should have this in your audio plugins, and it'll come in various different forms, but the form I'm using here has little sliders. Now all the sliders at this end are bass, all the sliders at that end are the high frequencies. And what I want to do with my audio is I want to mimic the sound of a PA system, and outside you have very little, if any, bass. So I'm going to take down all the bass on this track. It takes a second. So what I'm looking to do is take down all the frequencies up to about 1K. That's 1000 Hertz. So there we go. I've just left the top frequencies. I've removed all the bottom ones now. So I shall play the audio.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire? Thank you.
So there we go. That's sounding a little bit thin at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is use a compressor. Now a compressor, I'll just pop that away for the moment and go to the compressor. So a compressor is designed to squeeze the sound. Therefore you can actually get more volume out. So what I'll do is I will just quickly do some, on here you've got input gain, you should have that on yours, and output, they're quite simplified. Now the next one I've got is threshold. Threshold is the point at which this device starts to work. So I'll adjust that. That's the one you adjust to move up and down to set how much this device is working. Next I've got a mount. Now that's often called the ratio as well. A small ratio, if you like, think of a ratio as a hammer. A big ratio is a big mallet, and that's going to really, the minute the sound gets too loud, it's going to bash it down very quickly. Or the small ratio is just a small hammer, so when the sound comes up, it'll just give it a little tap down. So on the voice, I always set the ratio on voices at round about 3 to 1 or 3.5 to 1, or even there 3.6. Somewhere around 3 to 4 to 1 is a very good ratio to use because it's not too aggressive. The next slider on here I've got is attack. Attack is the speed at which this device works. Now I want it to work very quickly, so I will move it down, and the same, I've got a release. This is release, and I want again it to work very quickly. If you have a slow attack, that might be useful if you're recording drums, where you want to first of all get an aggressive hit at the beginning and then you want the machine to come in and bring it down. But for human voice it's no good, it would make it sound very strange. So a fast attack and a fast release. Now what I'm going to do, this is the threshold. I'm just going to roughly set it halfway, and I'm going to play the audio and make the adjustments. What I'm looking to do is to light up some of these bars, probably up to about 6 dB. That means it's squashing it when it's allowing me to pump the sound up 6 more dB. So here we go, here's playing it.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
So that to me is just about right.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
So it is going up to 9, but I don't mind that a little bit. Between 6 and 9 on this is actually quite good because it is supposed to be maybe a little bit distorted as a PA. So there we go, we've used the graphic equalizer and we've used the compressor. Next, we want to make it sound a little bit like it's bouncing around the walls outside. So here we go. On Vegas Pro, this is called delay. This one, its preset, is actually quite good. So I shall play this now.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
So you can see that makes quite a difference. I'll just take it out and play it without it.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
And let's put it back in.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
So I'm just using the default settings on the Sony Vegas and it comes up with this lovely delay. You may have to adjust the delay times or the in and out times, because what delay does is it actually splits the signal, so you get the second signal bouncing back almost like a direct echo, and you will have controls to speed that up or to intensify it. One thing you can do is on top of that you can add an echo. So this would just be quite a smooth echo. I will set it as cavernous space and let's see what happens. So this sound file now has graphic equalizer, compressor, simple delay and reverb.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.
Well, I hope you found that useful, and if you want any particular tips on any particular sound mixing tricks, let me know. Just leave a message in the box. So, and I hope Tune Tracks, I hope that is some help. The nice and easy 4-stage approach. Bye.
Attention please, will the owner of the red Ferrari please return to their car as it is on fire, thank you.